my time, you all I want. Neither of us wanna be alone. Breathing in your love, on your touch, oh, it's what I'm.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, I just wanted to say that the microwave was tainted with drugs. I told him to keep them drugs away from me while I was pregnant, but he still stayed at my house. And he was on his way of going back to Kentucky to stay. And so I told him to keep the drugs away from me, but he sat up there and he put some of that crap. I don't know what you do with that crap when you put it in the microwave. I don't want to know. I didn't know it could be put in the microwave. My chicken patty tasted weird when I tasted it. And so I was 5 months pregnant. And now that I think about it, it was a setup because a day later his friend, which was the social worker that was mad at him for dumping her, and she told me the whole story of what happened, um, came by. She came by. And she told me the whole story of what happened. And then that was the he was the reason why my child was, just dysfunctional. Just dysfunctional. This is I didn't have no happy ending like some people did. I didn't, and I'm not saying that, it's all happy. I want to paint a picture of what happened to me. You know, a kid don't know what she thinking, don't want to sit up there and get into no fights, don't want to do anything, and sit up there and end up in the ghetto, growing up around drugs and murders and shootings. And you know, that's not what I would want. That's not what I want. That doesn't make me a bad person, though. That doesn't make me a bad person. And I would like to go with part two, talking about I had vindictive siblings. I had very vindictive siblings. And due to their diligence, and their due diligence in Santa Maria, too, um, I, I was being probed. You know, I didn't ask for that to happen with my children. Hell, I would have wanted it to be I trained them and I raised them. But I can't go back and change it. So I think about where I'm at today, my life today. Obviously, I'm not a bad person, because if I was, I'd probably be in the hood with more children, because those would be my get out of free, you know, disability check and all that good stuff. Live off of my children. Don't have a care in the world but to live off of my children. You know, I didn't do that nor go that route. Instead, I went to school and I sat up there and worked hard at going to school and hard at everything that I try to do or become. I would have been in a worse situation had I had my children. I don't know where I would be. I don't know. There was no, I couldn't go nowhere. I knew no one. And that's where people take advantage of me because I know people and but I don't know people. People don't come by my house, eat a meal, wash the dishes, bust down, leave. You know, it doesn't go down like that. I would like it to. You know, a couple of people have been past my house. A tutor for when I was in my master program statistics class. The lady that pushes out the nurses on me, that I got nurses for when I got surgery. And that's it. You know, I truly feel like we should start to wonder about certain people that's in the hood that wants to do good. You got some people from the hood that just want to do bad and just go to Congress to say, fuck it, we coming in strong. We gonna come in with Timberlands. We gonna come in with that going Parasucos. We're just coming in strong. And then you got some people that theoretically think about everything she's been through and wants to see a change within the governmental system, within the jail system, and want to see a change with inmates and want to see a change with, I mean, a man strangled a woman, got off, did 7 years, and then did it again. 7 years for a body. 7 years for a body. It's not right. It's definitely not right. And I feel like, you have to think, man, do you want somebody that is wholeheartedly honest? Are you ready to stomach what I've been through and stomach, are you ready? If you can't stomach it, you don't care about Black people, whether you're Black or not. You have to be able to put yourself in their position and be empathetic and sympathetic to what they have been through, to see what they have went through and trying to become in the near future. Look at what they're trying to do with their lives. And that's what I mean. If we don't find out a way to start trying to figure out what we need to do in this world to bring peace. You see, Obama don't like Trump, and Trump don't like Obama, but they get along. That's peace. When you can get along despite your differences. Now, he could have sat up there and been like, bro, why you all in my face, Trump? You know, but instead he talked back to him. You know, you don't see the niggerism come to boil because when you've been back and forth in this paper, Trump is a MF because Obama said that, and Trump said that Michelle Obama is a man. Like they back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and woof woof, back and forth. You know, and it's like to see them two together talking is a good thing. To see them together talking is a good thing. But yeah, man, I've been through some stuff and I'll be willing to, because it's going to come all out in the open anyway. It's going to come all out in the open. Some things I'm not going to comment on. Some things I'm just going to comment on and say, yes, I had a rough life, but I'm ready for retribution. Period. You know, they're considering doing retribution in California. I don't know how that was going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, we we have to hold ourselves to a higher accountability. We have to hold ourselves to a higher accountability. And what I mean by that is we have to hold ourselves to a higher accountability due to the fact that when we mess up, we learn from it. All you have to do is learn from it and never do it again. You know, we have to hold ourselves to a higher accountability. And I feel like, yeah, I would. I definitely would. You have to hold yourself to a higher accountability because when you make a mistake, people are pointing at you saying, you made that mistake. What is going on? And you like, yeah, I made this mistake, but I don't care. You haven't learned. But if you say, I made this mistake and I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I don't know what I was thinking. This is the reason why I did it, I believe. If not, this is the reason. We can fix it this way. I'm gonna make sure I go that way, you go that way, and we become balanced. Different things of that nature. I hold accountability to myself. I may not have like big friends or big family, but I hold accountability to myself. There's nobody that can for there's nobody that can mess this up for me but me. I'm not blaming him, I'm not blaming her, I'm not blaming them. I'm saying for my children being taken, I was all of 24, 25 years old. I'm 40 now. Like to do vindictive stuff because you don't have your family and now you have your family and now, you know, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's just terrible, man. How would you feel? Imagine this. Close your eyes for a second. And imagine that you have a person that instead of an intervention, instead of he said, well, let me hold on to your child, Kimmy, on my side until you get yourself together. Or let me do this for you so that you can get yourself together and you can end up in Iraq, fighting those wars. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Instead, he encouraged drug use. He didn't care. He didn't care about nothing but getting his next high. And it was terrible. It was terrible. My brother treated me like I was his girlfriend, and I never liked that crap. I never liked that crap. So, um, I, 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 I don't know what else to say other than, you know, it was a dysfunctional type of relationship, and I excluded myself from my friends and family because I know that it was dysfunctional. It was dysfunctional, it was so dysfunctional, you know, and you have to hold yourself to a higher standard where you're you're doing this because you learned your life lessons. I've learned my life lessons. I learned my life lessons. I sat up there and I lost my kids. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I've lost my kids, and it was partially my fault, but I was naive and I thought my family had my back. It was hurtful, but I have to, I moved on from it. I moved on from it, and that's why when I reach the age of 50, I want to foster kids because I know it wasn't nothing wrong with me. I wasn't abusing them, you know. It was just terrible, man. When you're entrapped in a situation where, you know, people are d- dysfunctional, dysfunctional, and you're trapped in a dysfunctional situation. You don't know. Once you get out of that situation, you be like, "Phew, I'm out of that situation. It's over." I fought in tooth and nail to fight for them back, and I had every right. I could have got them back with a right lawyer, but I didn't have that lawyer money because how they were taken away was wrong. And I had to let it go. And that's why I don't talk about it really. You know, if I don't foster children, I may adopt children. Probably between the ages of 6 and 7, just to show God that I can do this. Just to show God that I can do this. I want God to know that I take ownership for part of the mistake that I made, but that didn't mean to keep me out of their lives their whole life and ignore me, don't know a number, don't know nothing. And I'm okay now. Because I didn't came to realize that my story, I may not never hear from them again. And if I get on TV and I shall hear from them, I probably wouldn't want to talk to them because I don't understand why it would take this long for them to reach out to me. They've been brainwashed, you know, and it's nothing, the avenues for those who fought for their children, how, you know, when the mother of the child son becomes involved in something, they 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 always get their way, you know. They're going back and forth, and I'm not going to sit up there and try to do something scandalous for my kids. I will, hopefully one day they will reach out to me, and that is that. I closed the door on that years ago. And my life isn't like everybody else's, but I've been through it. I've been at the shelters where they done harm to me. I've been at the shelters where they done harm to me by putting methamphetamine in my stuff, by kicking me out illegally. I've been there. I know if that didn't happen to me, that is happening to other veterans out there. I done been in, I done talked to drug cartels that said that they met El Chapo before. This is something like I've been there where they sit up there and they had guns and weapons coming at me with guns and weapons. I done been there through that. And that's why I think I'm a perfect candidate, because I wear my heart on my sleeve like it's the new fashion, because I believe that we need to make some changes, you know, and we need to make some deep changes within the system. Now, do you think because she didn't like me, she made it harder for me? Have you known some people that don't like you, they make it harder for you? Y'all never had that done, bullying at its finest, whether she or he? Every time I get cohesive, I can't do this. This is what makes me feel like I have to, I can't let a relationship ruin what I have going on. I don't want to be lazy and get the wrong relationship, and because I think they're going to participate in helping me through my business venture. No, what I'm going to do is um, I'm going to make sure that I fight for what's right. I'm going to make sure that I fight for what's right. And um, I want it to be equal, because I'm the outlier in the circumstance that caused me to should be miserable, but I'm not. I'm not miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm actually happy. Some people think I'm miserable. No, I just speak the truth. I speak the truth on everything I say, and I um, make sure that the truth gets out there, because there's going to be somebody else in that same situation that isn't like another person's situation. You have these situations where, oh, he gets nervous when he looks in her eyes. That's a simple problem. But when you have she loses faith because her own children has been taken away, or she learns from everything she made a mistake by, then it changes. I appreciate you guys watching me. I had to say that. When you're ready, when you're ready to talk, and you're ready to or when I'm ready to talk, y'all ain't gonna talk whatsoever, but I'm not mad at that. When it comes down to it, I appreciate it. Like, I get so many likes on Facebook. I got 500 likes for one of my shows. I said, wow. I said, this is amazing. 500 people know me, or even more, like I appreciate you guys. Like seriously. I'm like every day that goes by, I'm like, man, somebody is giving me insight. Somebody's giving me the stats on how many people is watching my show. Because I can't see it on my end. I don't see the likes that I get. I don't see that. But I have over 500 to 300 people watching my show. And tomorrow, as usual, we're going to edit a video or two. And yeah. So you guys, it's 4:01. I have to hurry up before it gets dark outside, you know, to bring a let a black woman be outside at this time of night. It's no good come of that. So you all take care, man. Be safe, and I'll see you guys another time, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Oh my God, people are coming on at the 26-minute mark. I'm sorry, you guys. Big bear hug. I just wanted to say that I'm getting off of here, and I hope that you guys take care, be safe, and this whole thing is talked about because some people don't live the life they want to live. If you don't live the life you want to live, it don't get talked about in news. Only certain stuff get talked about in news. And that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Certain things get talked about in news than other things. And if I got to keep talking about it on my show, so be it. I'm not trying to get any brownie points from nobody by talking about my brother. What I'm trying to get is education that you too can get out of a deep, dark situation if you need to. So yeah, take care, y'all.
Never waste my time. You all I want.